have a question for you. When was the last time you had an adventure? As the inspiring Helen Keller says, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. And today it's quite apropos that we speak about adventure because by the time you watch this video, well, depending on when that is, but this time tomorrow while shooting this video, I will be on a plane on my way to one of the most beautiful places in the country, maybe even the world, one of my fave, Tofino, BC, on the beautiful Vancouver Island. And I'm about to engage in some in-person, immersive, intense leadership development for the next 30 days with an incredible team. Am I excited? Absolutely. Am I nervous? You better believe it. However, I am ready. I am ready for my next adventure. Why? Well, because with every adventure comes new opportunities for learning, for stretching, for growth, and it adds a little bit of extra excitement in your life. Now, for those of you who are curious, I talk about this idea that excitement and nervousness are actually so close on the spectrum and they produce the same physiological results in your body that you get to choose which one you want to feel. So in this case, I am choosing excitement, and I will share where that blog is if you want to learn more. Back to adventure. Adventure, by definition, is an unusual and exciting, typically hazardous, experience or activity. Now, I am not suggesting that you go and engage in some hazardous activity by any stretch of the imagination. However, I am asking you to think about how you may be able to add in a little sense of adventure into your day-to-day life. Because you're not necessarily going to want to get on a plane. Not all of us are ready or feel comfortable getting on a plane. Not all of us, it's safe to do so. So adventure might look a little differently these days. And rest assured, I will be taking all proper precautions. However, there is a way that we can bring in adventure without having to go anywhere. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and hopefully they will bring on a few ideas. Question number 1, how can you do something different? So, for example, this weekend with a few family members, we had a cook-off contest a la Crazy Delicious, a cooking show that I'd actually never heard about. The idea being you take a typical regular dish and you do something to it to make it a little crazy and hopefully delicious at the same time. And I have to say, it was so fun. Everybody played full out. Now, I got to be one of the judges, who apparently are gods. They all wear white. Probably because they have seen my cooking abilities or lack thereof. But both the contestants and the judges, we all got so into it. And as a result, we created a little adventure. We tried something different and we had fun. We had some laughs. Some of them were pretty good, some of them not so much, but it was an enjoyable event. And all it was doing dinner a little bit differently. The next question I have for you is, how can you do something differently? Now, this is a different question because it refers to the things that you may have to do on your day-to-day life or on a regular basis, but doing it slightly different. So for example, maybe you take a walk every morning and you have your favorite route. What would it look like to do it backwards or to go on a different route altogether? Maybe you wear the same color socks every Monday and you always put on your left sock first and then your right sock. Could you change it up? Could you wear different color socks? Or, gosh forbid, take your Friday socks and wear them on a Tuesday? Or maybe the way that you cook your meals or you brush your teeth or whatever it is, do something that you typically do and make it a little bit different by doing it differently. And in that way, you might be able to create a little bit of adventure. And finally, the last question that I have is, how can you perhaps think differently? Because when you think about something differently, it allows those creative juices to flow, and you might come up with ideas that you never thought possible. And as a result, you might want to take action on those ideas and thoughts. And as a result, you might create a little bit of adventure in your life. So how can you do something different, do something differently, or think differently this week in order to create a little sense of adventure? So I dare you to create a daring adventure, whatever that might look like to you this week. And I guarantee you when you do, you're going to have a little bit more fun, a little bit of excitement, add a little spice or zazazoo to your life, and feel like perhaps you've gone on a big adventure on the other side of the world. Who knows? It is all possible. So I want to hear from you as per usual, what you decide to do, what that looks like, and what happens as a result, how you feel. So the conversation continues over at the blog. Come and see me there, share your thoughts, ideas, comments, or if you're watching this on YouTube, write in the comments below. I want to hear from you. And as per usual, I am cheering you on. So do something, however small this week, to get your brave on, to create a little sense of daring adventure, and I look forward to hearing from you. We'll see you next time.